I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelligar. Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. If there's anything you need, just let... Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. I'm afraid there's not much to be said. Winterhold is Harley. You can talk to Birna if you need to buy anything. Most of the business we get is from folks here to visit. I'm afraid there's not... You can talk to... Most of the business we get is from folks here. That's right. College of Winterhold, just north of town. Hard to miss. See ya.
I don't deal with any No. I left Winterhold for some time and returned to stay here at the inn. I still have research that keeps me busy, and spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. All right, then.
Unless you're I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right? It's not like... Got any ale or mead? My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for... He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking. Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you. It's not much. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore. But if there's one thing you can count on, it's folk. You mean the inn? Or suppose it's the same. A few of us are either too stubborn or too crazy to go, so we do our best to make a living. Yeah,
What do you think you're doing? You never should have come here.
There's someone there. Thought I heard something.
Death is highly overrated. I cannot best you.
You ask me. Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready. Calm down there, friend. I'll pay. Tell Harren that she'll have her gold. All right, then.
Wait, I know you. There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your crimes. Good enough. I'll just confiscate any stolen goods you're carrying, then you're free to go.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Is everything well, Nellicart?
Oh yes, quite fine. My accommodations here continue to be just what I need.
And there haven't been any problems?
Are you referring to your other customers? No, everything is quite all right. I expect a bit of animosity now and then.
I see. Well, let me know if things get out of hand.
Just say the word if you need a drink. Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you stories there. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you've earned them. Yeah,
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can...
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? My job is to serve me? Nothing. And I hope to keep it that way. The Jarl is convinced I have some connection with the college, so he goes easy on me. Maybe you'd like to help me keep up appearances. Old Nellicart has a mage's staff in his room in the frozen hearth. It'd be good to have that staff, in case the Jarl starts wondering if I actually have a real connection to the college. Thanks. I'll be waiting for it. This should come in handy. Here, let me show you a few tricks I've learned about buttering up royalty. All right then. Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Ours is the only family left that truly cares what happens to Winterhold.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric's Stormcloak wants to see them. Mm-hmm.
How come you're in Winterhold? My pa says people like you are the reason no one lives here anymore.
I'll sell just about... Very... I'm sure... So, I've been burned a few times. Made a few... Yeah, I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold. Something about placing it... What was I thinking? I don't even care anymore. You want to check it? Fine. You get killed. But I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you? Wasn't by choice. Options were in... Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. Good day.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons can swoop down at any time.
What do you need?
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Oh. Most who arrive here do so because this is the College of Winterhold. I am here to assist the... And if, in the process, my presence helps to... The more important question is... Why... Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Ah, the Immortal Plane. It is said to be the source. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, not just anyone is a small test, if you will. No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort. Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground? I look forward to it.
Good. glad we straightened that out.
No matter what. No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for... Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast. Winterhood's glory gave me life. The college lives on. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Don't bother me if you haven't found anything up the mask. Don't bother me if you haven't found anything about the mask. Ah! Whoa, whoa. What did you do? did this.
Damn shame.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here. Azura has given... You have been chosen to be her champion. I know it is unexpected, but do not worry. It will all unfold as she has predicted. You must go to a fortress, endangered by war. Inside, you will find an elven maid. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter. She is the goddess of dawn and dusk. Azura sees into the twilight of the future and guides her followers through it. Yes, there were others at first, but Azura's visions tested everyone's faith. One by one, they left. But I refuse to abandon the shrine. The vision. My people, the Dunmer, built it. We fled from Morrowind after Vardenfell erupted, almost 200. Those of us who were faithful to Azura were given a vision. This shrine is our thanks to her, that none will forget that she watches over us all. May Azura's magic protect you.
The road makes this one.
The warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here.
So many refuse to talk to us.
May your road
They
lead
call
you
us
to-
thieves. I'm glad to see that you are not such a one.
Ain't this a surprise?
Rookie, looks like we got
This what you want?
You're bleeding.
Sorley and I are just here to make sure the mine is right. No, and before you ask, it's not for sale. Well, but that Breiling owns the mine, and she's not selling. At least, when we can get shipments to her. We're late on the last one. Can't do that and keep an eye. But you could... I'd make it worth your while. No one... You're doing... I'm sure she'll be angry. Don't have to tell me twice. But then I'm not the one that buried iron under these mountains.
Watch the skies, traveler.
I'm just here to work the mine. Nothing else matters anymore.
I'm just trying to make a living. No interest in trouble. Be careful!
Mining is hard work, but we pay a price for any ore you dig up.
Stone Hill's warmth is a welcome change in this cold, bleak land.
My business is my own. Why can't others?
Don't even think about it.
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use. Let's get back to it then. Unless it's the world's going mad, and our Jarl does what? She hides inside with her visions. We need a leader, not some mystic. How can I? She never speaks with us. She's allowed this wizard, Falcon, to live in our midst practicing. And now there's talk of rebellion and dragons? No. We can only rely on her. Trust you saw the house that burned down. Peculiar bit of business that was. And that's on top of noises from the marsh in the night. Tales of monsters. What's a man to do if he can't look to his Jarl for help?
I'm the best warrior in Mor. You want me to prove it? I bet 100. Just your own 2 hands. Weapons and magic are out. Now let's see what you've got.
All right.
That's it? That's it?
Drive that snow back to the ground.
Now that was a punch. You're a real...
Come on!
You've been a good friend to me. Oh, well, you know, a bit. They haven't made me a guard, even though I've been asking. So I'll take odd jobs. Anything that comes along for
The
now.
mill is my responsibility.
All right, then.
And that's what I care about. That's all. Understand?
Keep your wits up. I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Morthal were it in my power.
Oh, do come in. I hope I have what you need. If you need any alchemy supply... No, I just often don't have much to do, so I tend to... Next thing I know, I've used up most of my stock. So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Good day.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Speak. Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to be here.
You're different, aren't you? Not like anyone
I've been
else.
looking for you.
Not immortal.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Please don't mind. My brother is sensitive. He has trouble focusing his attention on... We were taking him to the Temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun, just so the healers could... Are you heading to Whiterun? Could you take this letter to the priestess? Thank you. Until next time.
Finally, someone comes in. Kick off your boots, stay a while. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I got nothing but time these days. Welcome to the Moorside. Hrogar, it's a real pity about his wife and kid. Most folk won't go near it now for fear. Hrogar claims it was a hearth fire. Some folks say Hrogar. That's what they see. It ain't right moving in with a new love. Aye. Our Jarl would sure like to know if he did, though. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this... Few enough... Now, well, let's just say the... Lurbach? Fancies himself a bard. If I had any customers, I'd be worried about him annoying them. But, well, look around. Until next time.
A new face. Such a welcome sight in dreary old Morthal. Welcome, friend. Welcome.
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
You need to leave. Leave now or suffer dire consequences.
Morthal, let's not waste any time. I'm still here. What do you need to take? Let's get going. What do you need to take? Lead on, then.
ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum. Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belonged to the Mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the Mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for open. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled and... Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. Your loss. But if you change your mind, I'll be here.
Looking to hire a boat? All right, then.
And here comes my first visitor. The museum... Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that top... Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. Your loss. But if you change your mind, I'll be here. And here comes my first visit. And here you are. Good. Come in. Browse the display. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're... The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Camoran. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Camoran used the book to open a portal to a paradise. Where all his followers would live forever.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
My days at the college are long. Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions. Azura. Gods, it's all finally coming. What do you know about soul gems? That's what caused all the trouble. Soul gems are used in enchantment. Azura's star. A Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning. Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying. Disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane. I mentioned how the star is a soul gem, only it never gets depleted. You can only store white souls in the star, belonging to the lesser creatures. Azura's magic won't allow black souls to... As a mortal, Malin's soul was black, so part of his work was breaking past Azura's rules. He was close. Azura is no ordinary Daedra. She commands an entire realm inside of Oblivion. The more Malin worked on the star, it started slowly at first. Malin would see things that weren't there. Then one day I walked in and Malin had killed a student, and in a horrific moment of inspiration, he started using her soul for his... The college would agree with you. But do you have any idea how many innocent lives were cut short, just so Azura could have revenge? We're nothing to the Daedra. Pawns to move around, praise and punish as they see fit. Until next time.
A cave. Dark. Dangerous. That's... wow. Get ready for a fight. Never should have come. Here we go. Come on!
Did you hear something?
I'll tear you to pieces. should have I'm still here. What do you need to take? Lead on, then. Let's get going. What do you need to take? Let's go.
Come on in. Just
Huh?
the fire. Take a seat and get the coal down.
Stendar's Mercy. You found it. Azora's Star. Maybe this is my chance to make things right. I can finish Malin's work the way we had meant to before his madness. It would mean cutting the star off from Azora. Only black souls would be able to enter it once we finished. Give me a minute to examine the star. I'll see what we'll need to do.
Complaining about our
These
customers.
Malin obviously was growing more desperate once he left the college.
I believe he was suggesting their presence.
He didn't. He actually managed to trap his own soul inside the star, but it's falling apart. It needs more and more souls to sustain itself. The star is being used to sustain Malin's soul. I can't fix it while that fragment of him is inside. Precisely. But it's not as simple as enchanting Malin away. If we were to somehow send a soul inside the star, I could soul... I understand if you need some time to prepare. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, stand very still. This might sting. First, I'll need to grab hold of your soul. Now, take a deep breath.
Ah, my disciples have sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting hungry. Why? There's something different about you.
And who are you to challenge me? I have conquered mortality itself. I've spat in the eyes of the Daedric Lord. This is my realm now. This is my realm. I won't let you take it from me.
Huh?
Favorite drinking. Let's get some meat.
Maybe this... It would mean cutting the star off from Azora. Give me a minute to examine the star. I'll see what we'll need to do. These fissures and cracks aren't encouraging. Malin obviously was growing more desperate once he left the college.
Are we running low on meat?
He did it. He actually managed to trap his own soul inside the star, but it's falling apart. It needs more and more souls to sustain itself. The star is being used to sustain Malin's... He's already... If we don't do something, the enchantment will eventually fade, and the star will slip back into oblivion. Azura will have the last laugh. The star is being used to precise... If we were to... somehow... a special... I understand if you need some time. Okay, stand very still. This might sting. First, I'll need to grab hold of your soul. Now, take a deep breath.
Ah, my disciples have sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting... hungry. Wait. There's something different about you.
And who are you to chat? This is my... Never should have come here.
Huh?
I told you, Stendar's mercy. Maybe this is... It would mean cutting the star off. Are you ready to give me the star? Give me a minute to examine the star. I'll see what we'll need to do. Just give me a moment. He did it. He actually managed to trap his own soul inside the star, but it's falling apart. It needs more and more souls to sustain itself. The star is being used to sustain Malin's soul. I can't precise. If we were to... I understand if you need some time. Okay, stand very still. This might sting. First, I'll need to grab hold of your soul. Now, take a deep breath.
Ah, my disciples have sent me a... Wait.
And who are you? This is... Never should come here.
Hold on. I'm going to pull your soul out. Brace yourself. Easy there. The numbness will pass. Just don't... We've done it. The star has been cut from Azura. and Malin's soul finally has some measure of peace, even if it is non-existent. Now, you could use it for what we meant it for. The Black Star will never decay, but it can no longer hold the White Soul. You keep it. I'd sooner finally put this chapter of my life behind me. Congratulations. You've changed the fate of a Daedric artifact and lived.
As long as he keeps
all right,
I
then.
suppose. Keeps to himself and isn't hurting anyone.
Oh, are you sure of that? I think Birna might disagree with you.
It's not my place to get involved in their family's business, remember? You're the one that told me to stay out of it. If there's anything you need... Well, not exactly. Listen, I wonder if I could ask a favor. It's about Ranmir. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with him being here all the time. I just hate to see what's happened to him. He hasn't always been like this. Oh, he was a different person. Happy. See, Ranmir was involved with one day, he turned to drinking. And what's left, I'm not sure. I'm in no position to go searching for her, but perhaps you could. See ya.
Now here's a man I'm... Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten you roped in. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. You'll wind up getting yourself killed. I love the man, bless his heart. One night, Ranmir was in here. When I told him there was no more hunting brew, that he drank all of it, he ranted at me. How I didn't know what he's been through. How Isabel broke his heart when she ran off with some... He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him, and that'd be the end. Dagger never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone. No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this. Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here.
Until next time.
It's where most of our business comes from, in fact.
What? Don't you dare. Ever. Yeah.
Leave this shrine, blasphemer, before I kill you for defiling Azura's artifact. Leave this shrine, blasphemer. Before I kill you for defiling Azura's artifact. Leave this shrine, blasphemer.
Whoosh!
Victory is yours!
By order of the Yard. Stop right there. Smart man.
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face butcher is more like it. From what I've heard. Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only. Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves' Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. They're just thugs. Vermin creeping around the Ratway.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a... Look, we all have our... So I had this... Well, she finds out... Exactly. And now I have to stare at these bars for 8 months. I was about to let that wench... I'd do anything to... Ah, that's the spirit. Fine. She was a young woman. Buxom, with long flow. She used to sing the most... All that talent will go to waste when I... Yeah, Mother thought I should... I mean, well, at least when speaking, help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory. Is that enough information for you?
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
I don't know.
What's that?
They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Over here!
Be careful.
Is someone there? What are you doing?
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it... So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? I have not all... I counted the... And yet, I have fallen so low that I must justify my... Change it. I can remake your face. I do not practice my art for free, however. Very well. tell me what you desire. Beauty or hideous deformity. Nothing is beyond my skill. Speak quickly.
Yep. She said that the Jarl was planning a surprise raid on us, but she talked her out of it. Said she saved us a lot of trouble.
That she did. Very good. I'll tell Brynjolf.
So,
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. All right? But if you get arrested, don't blame it on me. Absolutely.
Oh, really? Well then, how can we make that happen?
When you're in your grave, and I'm standing over it. Now get out of my way.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help. That's a touching story. Huh. Lot of old guys around. Well, he's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only... Sure. How about you mind your own business about it? And I won't have to get dirt.
Stay out of trouble, or
there's
gonna... Down in the Ratway Warrens. Nice place. They call me Dirge, because I'm the last thing you hear. Why? You think it's funny or... Last person... What? You still think it's funny? Yeah. My problem is I'm too tired to punch her. Oh yeah? I think so too. Hey, here. Have one on the house. I already told you. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground.
Got a lot of nerve coming down.
All right.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Aye.
I'm listening.
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying.
Yeah? Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
If you're looking for Vekel and me, we have a thing going. So I recommend you keep your hands off the merchandise.
What's the hurry? What was that? Too easy. What was that?
You're but a dog, and I am your master. What are you doing?
It's the only way out of your misery.
I'm gonna crush you like a bug.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her. And she... What's that you said? Dragon? You'd better come inside. Quickly now. Dalmor agents have been seen in the Ratway. Come in. Mustn't speak of these things in the Ratway. This'll just take a moment.
I didn't think you had the stomach for it.
This one always... There we go. Only a couple more. There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself... That's better. Now we can talk. You... Dragonborn. Important. There is hope. No, the dragons are merely the final port. Haven't you figured it? Aldwin has returned, the dragon from the dawn of time. No one can escape his hunger. Yes, yes. You're right, I forget myself. I've lived without the prophecies. We must go, quickly now. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. We should keep... I'll need... No useless trash. Where'd I put my... I'll take it, Anuad. One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off. Did you say something? Did you hear that? It was a cold day. We heard the news. 30, the Thalmor and... I knew that day that it was truly the beginning of the end. That's all.
Whoosh!
They were golden, even when they were dead. But that blood was red. I knew it would be.
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Did you need something? We should keep moving. I'm too old for this.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Delphine. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound.
Here?
Good.
Got any ale or mead?
I have a place we can talk.
All right, then.
Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. I'm still here. Go on ahead. I'll stand guard.
Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose, so we must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
This is where they built Aldwin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragons. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Aldwin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
What are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldwin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Aldwin's Wall. was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that... We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
Did you say something? That's all, hmm?
We going? Lead the way.
Ognar, this is it. The inn is yours. Probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Ognar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe. All right then.
Another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves' Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
You're a stranger here, too. To call it a guild is ridiculous. How... They're the worst... What do you think? You disappoint me. Enjoy the city. It will suit you well. Oh, I've been adventuring... My travels have taken me from High Rock many years ago. You and I are... You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain. And my fortune... I've been adventuring... My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Just stay away Yeah? I've been... My travels have taken me from... Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign. You and I are... You see, Riften is my great... Maven, she's bright. I've tried everything I can. Well, there is... Then you have... And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail
Mule
for
told
murder.
me that it isn't this bad
Just
everywhere.
Stay away from me.
Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right.
Hey, you, get over here.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
Huh? What do you want?
Yeah? What's your problem?
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated. I was able to work out a deal with the state. I borrowed some... Now, Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her... You will? Oh, yes. Horses are my whole life. I hope to open my own stables one day. But I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected.
It was my sister, Lilia. We recently heard she'd been killed. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar... My father was a... My mother is the priestess of Talos. Don't mistake my... I just think... I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between... Yes, actually. We've been staggered. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course.
I picked up... He should. I'm always looking to replenish. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Be careful.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that. I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell. Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lad. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit, and in my line of work, simple. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branchet's... There's someone... Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get... Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. This way, everyone. Over here. This way, everyone.
Come on,
over here.
What is it this time?
Patience, Branchet. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left
Don't
out.
even think about it.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerm root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the Snow Elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their...
How did you get that, then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must...
What do you think you're doing?
We've got a pickpocket!
But I can promise you that the contents are genuine.
Out of this.
One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
This is ridiculous.
I'm getting out of here.
I had another run-in with a thief's guild. You're a stranger here too. To call it... They're the... What do you think? You know, I'm Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious.
Be careful, Leo.
Safe
The Thieves
travels.
Guild has
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for
One
trouble?
snap of her fingers, and you could end up in Riften jail.
Don't say something. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth. The Blackbriars have... Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. So what do you want to know? Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna get in good with them and you'll find her. The only thing I heard is he used to live here in Riften at the orphanage. You kidding? My brother Dirge works in there. I used to run with them. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. Well, she's also... Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says. What did you want? Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses.
I can't talk
When
right
you
now.
borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Chandra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
Huh? Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. I owe a great deal of money. I was able to work. I borrowed. Now Sapphire wants her. You will? Oh, thank you.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Kai.
No, Mama. We talked about this. Talon?
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Maramar. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Yeah. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. All right. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything.
I can take a hint, lad. You want to make some Never done an honest day's work in your life, or... Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin? Simple. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him knowing. There's someone that... I'll be out... Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it. I'll be at the
I already
market
said
come...
Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff? Well, come back when you do, my friend. Come back when you do.
Welcome. I met her when I wandered in Blackmore. I already have the gold band. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it... First, second, last, and only for every art. Two of them. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome. If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for... The Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town.
Sure.
Thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Rare trinkets, the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Until next time. Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Blanchet. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed Nirnroot mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the Snow Elves?
The one and only.
You're not getting anything from me.
Something out of
Masters of sweet magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that, then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection. I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours. Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
Why would you even listen to him?
Wield powerful magic incantation.
What if he's right? Maybe I'll buy one. What do you think you're doing? Never should have come here.
Hey, don't watch what you're doing.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones
A fairest
over
price,
here.
the highest quality in Skyrim.
Greetings, honored friend. Not a few months ago, it was... Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Rare trinkets, the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Lady Mara, we are devoted. Her blessings are many. Not to receive. Are you prepared, then, to... The dawn... Mara, the village of Iverstead. This... I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Blessings of Mara upon you. Of course. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. Wonderful. Mara, we also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couple. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is... A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You will find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you. Return to her benevolence in safety.
This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. Until next time.
You gonna buy something, or just here for training? Otherwise, move on. Look, I'm not... The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. The Ratway's too good a place. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. Are you serious? If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel. Smithing's been... The secret is my forge. Well, You will? Thank you. 10 pinches. People say next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune.
Working at the Rift and Fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my
Forge
pocket.
knows the difference.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or throw back that missing limb with my genuine Falmer blood elixir.
There was a fight down in the Ratway. What's up?
You lost? Sorry about the work. I suppose you can call it. Ever since so now I'm stuck living here. It's not just... Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm. Actually, there is. You see, I happen to know... If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. You need to then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out. Try and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for their deaths. Or yours.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Welcome to the Pond Prawn.
Catch in my... I ended up... If I had been smarter, I would have kept... This city is corrupt. Rotten authorities. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the... Now, all it would take is... It's our... It used... The guild stocks the place full of thugs that aren't good enough to join. So watch yourself if you venture down there.
Be careful.
Fine jewelry here.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
I'm kind of busy, but if you need any potions or ingredients, let me know. You here for lessons like it? Well, the moisture in the... It all... Besides, hard... My wife... Then there's Ingen Blackbriar. Bright young thing.
This
and
place
a
has seen
worthy
better.
apprentice.
I swear.
When she isn't wasting
In
my
fact,
rare ingredients.
you speak to Filnyar when but that old bellyacher I've picked... I wish Elgrim had spent more time. He's been gushing about how... I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing. So he focuses a lot of attention.
I'm aspiring. Master, my errant formulas have cost Master to restore... Am I sensing that you may be That means more time for my experiments and less time in... It's exhilarating to... We're made of... Yet if only... You ask why I'm so fascinated? The irony that the same world that gave us life provides us. Nirnroot is the easiest. Last we have Deathbell, which... my family. If only my mother would let me, I would make her proud.
Do you have any idea how...
My experiments help me to...
My mixture could be burning as we speak.
Hurry.
Huh?
New in town, eh? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone who's... Look, it was one night, okay? Just take this damn thing. I never want to... Only the best started out. Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Yes, there's the paltry amount of coin that... Nivenor is... We're at odds. I tried to include her in my lessons for Maramal over at the Temple of Mara.
Come to see Balaam perform miracles with steel, eh?
Different strokes, eh? Remember to give at the temple.
Okay, lad. Ready to make some coin. Do you want me to hold... You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall, and you... Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave it behind.
Jewelry with
Good. Wait and... I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. Gather round all. Gather round all.
Come on, Brindolph. What is it this time?
Patience, Blanchet. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence. And it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple hey. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Valma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that crawls through their veins. How did you get that thing? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain. The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice.
What a waste of time.
I knew I should.
All right, but you just watch yourself. Next time, I might not be so lenient.
I guess I expected too much from you. I didn't think you'd get pinched. Can't say I'm surprised with the way things have been going around here. But never mind that. Even though you fouled up the job, there's plenty of gold out there for the taking, if you're up to the challenge. All right then. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for
my
company,
food is the best in all of
I could do
Skyrim.
worse.
Always as fresh
Divines
as the day
bless
it was
you.
collected.
May the ground you
Your
walk
very
quake
form
as you
and
pass.
so will stroke.
All right, then. Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind? Have anything you... I may be Dark Elf. For reasons I hope one day to find out what happened to me. Just one. I know when it was one of the great houses. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide... Thank you.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
I learned that a matron who had served for House record showed her buying passage. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I learned that a record showed her buying passage aboard. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed.
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
Never seen me old.
Safe travels.
Be careful.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
You lost?
Hey!
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle anyway.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
You want to talk? Finish those jobs for Brynjolf first.
It is done. I won't go back to Avanshenzell. I won't. You must take the lexicon. The memories, I cannot. You must take the lexicon from me. Please. You must bring it to Avanshenzell. In the west, return it to them. It must go back. It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
Wait. I know you. Until next time.
I won't go back to Avanshenzell. I won't. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. Avanshenzell. Take it to Avanshenzell. You must take it back.
Whoosh!
Who in the name of Azura? A few days ago, if you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. Means a lot to me. I bumped into them when I was coming. I know those Lola. It was a family heirloom. I can't even put a price on how much that thing means to me. The Ratway.
We could always use help picking pots if you need a few extra coins.
Whoosh! up, Brynjo. Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that, then? Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and... So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, the OR organized... I want you to explain. Kirava, Bersi, honey, do this right, and I can promise you... Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get... A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Of course. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Get going. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella, and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bottom. He's as pig-headed a man as... The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Figure this one out for yourself.
No.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. Got better things to do.
Have anything for us yet? I'll be here when you're done.